Hi, I'm Jeff Grenvalds, and I'll be your Comp 2 instructor for the next 10 weeks or so. And I just want to welcome you to Angel and this online class. I've been doing online classes for about 4 or 5 years now, and I know that they're difficult for you, they're difficult for me, and so I hope this video will help you get through it maybe a little bit less painfully. So, this is the book that you should have for this class. Please do read the assignments, especially the model essays, and they will help you very much with the writing that we do. Hi again, part two. I was talking about the book, remember? And just want to talk about a couple components of this class real quick. First and foremost are the discussions that you'll be having online using Angel. One of the problems with online classes is that students tend to find one day a week to come in, do all the work, and then be done. But when we have discussions, you have to be there at least 3 times in the week. You have to come in once to see what the discussion is and get involved and post your first post. Then you'll need to return at some point between then and the due date so that you can respond to other people and have them respond to you. And then you'll want to come back maybe on the day that the discussion is actually due to make sure that you've seen the responses that people have given you and that you've completed all the discussions that you need to discuss. If everybody waits until the day of the discussion being due, there will be no discussion. So you've got to initiate it, you've got to get involved, and you've got to be there. I don't really have a way to say you have to be there on these days of the week. I just invite you to come back at least 2 or 3 times during the week so that you can see what the discussion is. One more thing, actually a couple more. We're going to be using Google Docs throughout this semester. Haven't done this yet in Comp 2. I'm excited to give it a try. I've been using Google Docs in other writing classes, and the idea is that using Google Docs, several advantages. One, it's free, so you don't have to pay for Microsoft Word or Office or anything like that. 2, when you use Google Docs, every time you type something, it's automatically saved online, and you never have to worry about where it is, or how am I going to get it, or did I lose it, or anything like that. 3, we'll be using it in a collaborative way, so you'll be able to see other people's writing in the class and comment directly on their work, which will save you a lot of time, so you won't have to download a paper, comment on it, upload the paper. We'll just see live comments as they come in. It'll also make making note cards much, much easier when we get to that point. So I'm excited to give it a try, but I need you to make sure you have a Gmail when you fill out the initial survey found in the Start Here module. It's going to ask you for a Gmail. Once I have that, I'm going to add you to my class, and then you'll see a folder in your Google Docs shared folder that's called Comp 2, and you'll be able to get in there, have your own folder, and it'll be fantastic. So, Google Docs. We'll also be using Turnitin.com. The instructions for Turnitin are in the Start Here module. I'm going to look for everybody to have joined that by the 18th of March. We'll be using Turnitin.com primarily toward the end when you have your draft and you're revising that draft and you're getting comments from me. And then your final draft will be turned in on Turnitin.com. Turnitin does a couple things. Obviously, the main thing it does for us is it just checks for plagiarism. You can't have plagiarism in this class. You can't have plagiarism in your final paper. And a lot of times it's hard to figure out what's plagiarism and what's not. So by using Turnitin, you'll put your draft up there. It'll tell you if things are suspicious or if there's parts that are plagiarized. And then you'll be able to fix them before you turn in the final draft. So there's no chance that you'll end up with plagiarism material and end up getting a failing grade because no one wants that. So Turnitin.com. Get signed up, and I'll keep you posted about that. Make sure you save your username, which is an email, and your password. Don't lose your password. I believe the passwords have to have a number in them. I tell people to use their Metro password, and if that doesn't have a number, put the number 1 after it, and then keep track of that so you can get back in when the time comes. Turnitin.com. And the last thing I think I'll talk about is the use of email. We'll be using Angel Mail. And so you want to check that. I'll be sending out at least 1 email every week that says, hey, here's what we're doing, here's what's going on, and read those. I can't stress that enough. Read the emails that I send you. They override anything it says in the modules, anything you read on Angel. read my email. That's more important. And then ask me if you don't understand or if you're confused about something. But if you read the emails, I think you'll be doing a fantastic in this class. So read the email. And right at the beginning of class, I'm going to send you an email and say, hey, email me back, just to make sure that you've got my mail and you know how to email me. And that's kind of how I'll set my class roster, to know that you are in the class. If I don't hear from you, then you're going to get withdrawn and you're going to drop the class. And if you don't want to drop the class, just make sure to keep in touch. Stay in touch.